Welcome back, everybody, to more MarsTV Dota2 League action. I'm Gods. Joining me once again is Baseskip. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again.
We've had plenty of games.
Smiling.
We're still going.
We've had a tea break between games. We've missed a bit of the draft, but you'll forgive us. We've been casting a while, so we needed our tea. But I hope you guys had a beverage as well yourself. That feels good. That's
I
went down.
That's what we need after a long day of casting.
Everyone's like done casting Europe and like, how are you guys doing? Like, you're still casting? I'm like, I gave him like the biggest smile and was like, yeah, it's awesome. Like, Chinese Dota. And they're like, they were actually like fooled and were like, man, you're so energized. Like, I can't believe it. You've been casting like since 9 p.m. for 15 hours. I'm like, boy, are you fooled.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, so the boys who were doing the TI4 Europe qualifiers were like, man, I'm tired. Like, I'm hungry. I need some food. I'm like, dude, just chill. And people ate my well, they didn't eat. Actually, they left some lasagna, but they ate a lot of my lasagna.
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's get ourselves into this draft. Okay.
Stuff.
So where are we? We are in the third game. This is the third and final game of the tiebreak portion of the first day of the competition. It's Vici Gaming versus DK. Both teams already beat IG, so they're out. They're done. That's it. No more IG in the competition. And this match is pretty much only for seeding. This is winners third place, losers fourth place. So
yes. Winner will verse LGD in the first round. Yeah. Loser will verse newbie in the first round. I'm not sure which order those matches are in. That actually kind of impacts as well. I definitely think both teams would prefer to not be playing the first match tomorrow, considering the first match starts in 8 hours time. Maybe less.
Something like that.
Yeah, it starts in 8 hours time from now. It starts at 9 p.m. our time. It's now 1 p.m. So yeah, they have 8 hours until the first best of 3.
Yeah. So fast win, fast end, sleep in a little bit more, and then
I'm not sure which semifinals first, but I'm not. I'll maybe have a quick look as I figure out exactly what's happening there. But yeah, so MarsTV playoffs will be continuing tomorrow, so be sure to tune in, of course, tomorrow for the 2 semifinals and best of 5 grand finals. It'll be a lot of fun, but
Chinese Dota.
Yeah. So looking at this draft, DK, I think the big surprise pick here more than anything is the Bristleback. Like, Brewmaster, Prophet, first 2 picks, not the most expected. I think the Prophet's fairly normal, the Brewmaster quite high priority, but the Bristleback really stands out to me.
Yeah, the Bristleback's a little bit out of the ordinary. You're just going to be on the Radiant, so a little bit of extra potency gained there as far as your offline is concerned. A hero that we used to see a lot of, and a hero that I would say was largely popularized by Vici Gaming as well. So, a little bit interesting to see DK opting to pick it up here for themselves. But
it's not something that really strikes me as being like amazing against like the Prophet Brewmaster opening either. Like, I don't see it. Doesn't really shut down or deal with either hero amazingly well.
I mean,
he's tanky. He tanks up the Brewmaster.
He's tanky, and he beats the Primal Split Spirits to death pretty well, but that's not a reason to.
He just seems like an obvious, like, well, you Brewmaster ultimate, you look for someone to throw in the air, it's going to be the Bristleback.
Yeah,
that annoying
that's
dickhead gets thrown up in the air every single time. Unless the idea is you pick up 2 to 3 heroes and you can't cyclone all of them. You can only cyclone 1 maybe.
Yeah, so Vici Gaming do pick up their first support here in the Shadow Demon. The Mirana has made it all the way through, so
not anymore.
There you go.
Vici normally run support Mirana, which I'm mixed about. I think if you're doing support Mirana, you have to have that setup, which they have with the Shadow Demon. So I wouldn't be completely opposed to support Mirana here. We saw Fenrir, his Shadow Demon. That was some serious carrying going on.
Yeah, he played a fantastic game. Vici Gaming still options here as far as this Mirana is concerned. Could be support, as you mentioned. Could be your safe lane farmer. And DK, what's the plan? They've got Ancient Apparition, Earthshaker, so if they want to go aggressive, they most certainly can. And yeah, DK just kind of keeping it in the theme of this early to mid game lineup, just going to be going for your lifestealer, and we might even see something, not even, I wouldn't say old school, but something that was a big deal not too long ago, which is the full beefy tricore, just being all 3 heroes absurdly difficult to kill. I think the one big hero to throw out here is like the Dragon Knight for mid as the remaining piece of the puzzle.
I personally feel you have to get a Blink Initiator.
Yeah, something like
to combine with the Infest.
Yeah, I think the Puck is going to get banned.
Puck, Storm, or Blink Hero. Any hero with a long-range initiation. I just feel you're not picking the Life Stealer. You're against a lot of range series who can kite you around, Marana Leap, Prophet who's going to be split pushing. You need a gap closer, which Earthshaker takes too long to farm a Blink. So I think this last
you do have to catch the Prophet. I think it's
either a Storm Spirit or some hero that goes Blink Dagger.
10 seconds
I would be surprised if it's not. With that said, we saw Mushi go Blink Dagger Dragon Knight just earlier today, so could be a possibility.
Just going to be the Weaver banned out for DK. So DK think that Vici Gaming are still looking for their remaining core hero with this last pick. 35 seconds.
Yeah, the other option for DK is they go greedy and try to get like another farming core from Mushi, like a Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
If they're getting like a utility here, I think they need a Blink/Storm Spirit. Where's Storm Spirit gone? That hero was popular for like a week or two, and then it just disappeared again.
It's just trends.
It really is.
Just how it works.
I don't know. Especially with all the Brewmaster picks. Storm is great against Brewmaster. That Orchid Rush. I don't know. Enigma for Vici.
Okay, so Core Marana, greedy support Enigma.
Brewmaster.
This Enigma is really nice to have this game, actually. He's just so good against the Lifestealer and the Bristleback, because when you've got multiple melee cores running around in a fight, they're generally pretty clumped up, focusing on whatever important target they've found, and that's where you straight up black hole them.
Yeah.
So I like this pickup quite a bit. We talked about the Enigma a little bit earlier as well over the course of the qualifiers, and we saw a couple of Enigma picks here and there, and I think this is a pretty well-suited game for it, so looking forward to it here from Vici Gaming.
Alright, well, we'll see what the answer for DK's. Something you can consider is going offensive trend. I see a greedy Enigma jungle, ESAA, even put him with the Bristleback. Like, Lifestealer does pretty well 1v1 against Nature's Prophet. Doesn't win the lane by any means, but you kind of trades farm, especially in his safe lane, so they could consider trying to punish the safe lane of Vici Gaming. The main thing is there, like, they can't really push the tower, and Shadow Demon Marana can just play a bit defensively, I guess.
And there's the Storm.
It's kind of like a last. It feels like a last. I mean, I was complaining. I feel like I should be more excited, but it's like I think like DK just picked up. It's like, oh, last resort. He's the best initiator left, but I still think it's the right pick here.
Yeah, definitely very solid. If the Enigma manages to get up to a BKB, then that's where DK could be in a pretty tough situation as far as this game is concerned, because if the Enigma has BKB, then that's just going to turn around fights super easily, unless they can burst him down maybe in the duration of a vortex. But
Lagarino,
yeah, we got
please.
Is the stream okay?
Oh, we're good. It's just temporary.
Okay, it was just everybody. It was just all the heroes getting loaded in at the end of the draft.
Yeah,
happens.
I never know. I always
5 seconds
panic
remaining.
first, ask questions later. That's the BTS policy. Panic normally involves yelling for LD to come solve and fix problems. Dad, I need help.
Anyway, so we're gonna get ourselves into this game. No big surprises as to who's playing what. It's DK versus Vici Gaming. Last game of the day for the MarsTV. What's the?
You sound thrilled, Baseskip.
I'm excited to watch these two teams play.
No.
These are two of my absolute favorite teams.
Me too.
It's just that the stakes are low.
Yes.
And also
the energy is low.
Yeah, energy's low in the cast. Energy's probably low among the players as well. They've been there for quite a while, but
I'm thrilled to be watching it. I feel like this is like I wish I could be lying in my bed right now,
just chilling?
watching this game, chilling out, relaxing after a long day of casting. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to be. I want to be watching.
I feel like
game,
I'm getting judged. Is the thing as well.
I don't want to say that out loud, but I just did. But no. It's been a long day for us here, but at the end of the day, we still got enough. We can still cast this for you guys at home. Like,
so what is
we're not going to call it quits.
What is this Bristleback? He has some.
Yeah, let's get cosmetic.
Uh-oh.
I don't like hats on hat cosmetics. That's a big no-no for me. Oh, you got the. I'm okay. Oh, I was okay. We're not dropping frames. That's good news.
Okay, so it's just the server.
Yeah, we're on server. We're getting server. It's both of us too, so that's actually
bad.
Normally it's like synchronized.
Okay, looks like we've evened out here a little bit.
Okay.
No, MMY makes a break for the Haster.
He made like a lunge for it. I don't know if that was the lag or what, but I just saw him like lunge forward, like he reached it out with his hands and then went on his
Grabbed
merry
it.
way.
Off he goes.
So what is the Ice hat we've got? Heroic Emeraldy. Oh, G League. CXP of DK achieved godlike streak against Vici Gaming on December. Who's CXP? They're all using these silly names right now.
He is CXP.
Ice. Okay.
Yeah, if you just look at the top, you can see his actual name just above level 1 Bristleback.
Oh yeah,
in that
CXP.
window.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's CXP.
So this is his own special cosmetic.
I'm sure somebody just offered it to him after
Yeah.
he got a godlike streak against Vici, and now they're... Maybe this is why they picked it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, I have some sick...
It's a bragging right.
I have some sick stomping Vici Gaming cosmetic for my Bristleback. So guys, you gotta pick me the Bristleback so I can stomp Vici Gaming with the
Yeah,
Bristleback.
this is where you just throw out the pause and be like, check my items,
Hey
bro.
guys, check out my cosmetics.
Yeah, cosmetics pause. I mean, we have our early game cosmetics watch. But
Okay, so DK, a little bit of a duo lane right now. They're actually leaving the Storm Spirit to solo down on bot.
yeah.
Up against the Nature's Prophet, which is a pretty good matchup for the Storm. He's going to be able to secure his safe lane farm. Leaves him not vulnerable at all if the Enigma chooses. Like, the Enigma could have gone for an early smoke and tried to gank around a little bit. So I like this choice quite a bit. And Super jumps mid.
You need some evasion RNG. He gets a miss on Burning's Chilling Touch. That would have... I think Burning would have maybe gone for the chase... I guess he doesn't have boots. So they would have done a good 100 damage with the Chilling Touch and got him down to about somewhere between 30 and 50 HP maybe. But that RNG, that what, 10%? Yeah, 10% evasion. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Super survives, still getting his levels. Lots of pressure being applied from DK as they've actually got both supports pretty much just hanging out over here. There is a little bit of stacking going on from MMY, so I like this a lot from DK. They are ensuring the... is he blocked? Ice is blocked!
Oof.
Fenrir
Well,
making
he's
the
arrowed
plays.
anyway. Yeah, a tiny bit of block, but mostly just the 5-second arrow. And Ice, he's going to salve up. If he waited for the salve, he actually was going to live with Lamb showing up, but I guess he doesn't. He doesn't want to play with fire. He just makes sure he gets that half a second of regen in, and now he's kind of out of the lane. One more disruption arrow and he's dead, and he's really low on HP. Fenrir is coming around looking for that, and Ice. Disruption is going to spell the end of him.
So as far as this is going, I like that DK are doing a lot of groundwork to set up for Mushi and make sure that he gets his fast Orchid and he can have the impact around the map. As you mentioned, of course, yeah, Ice is having a little bit of trouble in the off lane, but still managing to secure some levels and whatnot. So things are looking all right as far as that's concerned. And I guess we do have to ask ourselves, who do we like in the mid game? It's actually it's really volatile. So much of it is down to initiation and good black holes,
primal splits. For DK, less so on the initiation. Like, I don't think you're not looking at like a Blink Earthshaker to win you a fight, or even expecting a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker until like 20 minutes into the game. Unlike a offlane here, like a Centaur or whatever it may be, or even a Sand King forward position, you're expecting that like 10 to 12 minute Blink Dagger. Earthshaker, different boat. But Vici Gaming are going to look to win the early game for now. They're going to smoke up the Enigma early on with the Shadow Demon. They're headed down bottom. It looks like they want to kill Storm before he hits level 6. And that's, I think, a really smart move, given the circumstances. They may even run into this Curio, though. With the Eidolons expiring, they can't exactly kill this Curio. It's also on top of the tree line, so... This looks like a easy first blood. Mushi's got no real way out of this one. He's got no TP support. He's so far away from his tower. There's no way out of this one, and the Disruption will set things up here. Prophet, very low on HP. May just look for the counter kill on the Prophet, but he's not even going to get a chance to do that. Mushi, first blood, goes the way of ROTK on the Nature's Prophet. Ideal hero to get the first blood on, because this is going to be a very fast Midas from him. Possibly gets the phase boots first, but great rotation from Vici Gaming.
Yeah, just fantastic from FY and Fenrir. They thought that they'd made the Storm Spirit safe by putting him bottom lane, but doesn't work out.
Nemo mid lane. DK get a kill there on the Brewmaster. Caught the tail end of that one as they just dive under the tower. Chilling Touch with the slow, and a bit of just misplays from Soup. I mean, you shouldn't be dying there. There was no Earthshaker involvement, but it is late. It's 4 in the morning or something in China at the moment, and hey, I'm going to cut the play some slack. This is a base skip, no Flame Marino cast. I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to get
flame off.
I'm going to get Teeman to continue
Oh, no.
attacking you on Twitter.
He's gonna harass me on
He's already
Twitter
upset. Fear's taking full blame. Fear's like...
Yeah, Fear's got my back.
Yeah,
but
no. This is a... no
Ice,
Fear
Ice,
cast.
Ice.
Well,
bye-bye.
please chat. No
Radiant's
Flame
bottom
Marino
tower
me.
is under attack.
I said, this is not just a No Flame Marino cast, but a No Flame Marino Twitch chat observing.
This is a no flame Marino zone.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, so Ice peeled now, gods. Let's get back on track. So another death for Ice. He's level 4. Doesn't have boots. He's not actually doing that well.
Nice.
As far as this game is concerned.
Yeah.
FY.
Yeah, I mean, ending up in the enemy
okay.
jungle is okay if you maintain some support there, but with both supports coming down, he'll do some decent damage to the AA and he'll back off. So back to his own jungle. Look at this, just like minefield of sentries, observer wards, absolutely all over, trying to secure this jungle. Like, what a mayhem here as Sylar initiating the mid lane. Burning wants to keep on chasing with the phase boots up. Sylar gonna be forced to pop a Moonlight Shadow. They don't have detection. Oh, that fissure, very, very close. So
Nobody going for greedy build this game. It's worth pointing out.
yeah, phase boots all around, life stealer as well as Mirana. You can always go back for the Midas after the phase boots, which is, I'd say even a, I don't know, like I'd say you do maybe like 50% of the time on a life stealer, maybe a bit less, but a good % of the time.
Yeah, might happen for Burning. Probably not going to be the case.
RTK for
Sylar.
sure on the
Yeah,
Prophet.
that's just a given on the Nature's Prophet. And what else? I guess we're gonna keep an eye on Quick Dagger timings. They have actually rotated Super over to the safe lane, and they've handed the mid lane over to Sylar instead. I like this a lot. The Blink Dagger and the Brewmaster is absolutely pivotal for everything Vici Gaming are looking to do in the mid game, especially since the Enigma is likely just going for a mech here. So they really need the Brewmaster Blink initiation. So
yeah,
I think putting him in safe lane is definitely the right choice here.
Okay. Well, for mid lane, Burning, he's got decent farm with the phase boots up, and we'll have to see if he looks to pair up with the Storm threat anytime soon. Storm's level 7, so we could see those infest ganks fairly soon, but that's going to involve either Storm TPing mid, looking for a kill on Sylar, or Burning TPing bottom to try to get a kill on RTK. Probably a lot easier to get the kill on the Prophet with Sylar having the leap escape in the mid lane. So, let's see what the plan's going to be. For now, both teams just kind of content to get their farm where it's available until FY says he's level 7, he wants to gank, but Lamb scouts at the smoke from the high ground.
This level 1
Oh,
Earthshaker making things happen.
Earthshaker is one of those heroes I don't mind seeing level 1 at 7 minutes in.
Yeah, it's kind of passable on Earthshaker at the very least.
He's like one fight where he just like sits there, gets a fissure, and gets in XP range for like 2 kills, and suddenly he's level 4. He'll get maybe an Arcane Boots eventually just by his passive gold gain, and we'll see push coming towards top lane. So Earthshaker illusion causing some strife, but not a real Earthshaker. And now this T1 tower under siege. DK can't get trades mid or bottom. They don't really have any tower pressuring capabilities. With Sylar mid and just Storm being bottom, he can't really push. So this is just going to be a T1 tower lost with no exchange. And, whoa, please.
Like,
I don't know. Servers being servers. This is different to all the problems we've had in the past. Like, this is normally it's like a one random computer getting lag. It's never like a synchronized everyone lagging on the server kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely.
This makes more sense. What doesn't make sense is when my computer is perfectly smooth and you're forced to like be playing power. Teams pause. Maybe they're lagging, but what doesn't make sense is when you're right next to me and you're lagging while I'm getting absolutely zero lag whatsoever.
We are on the exact same network.
Yeah.
Literally.
No. The
feet away from one another.
The synchronized lagging definitely makes sense, and I'm glad Twitch chat has taken up the BTS motto: picnic first and ask questions later. But
what model citizens?
Yep,
they are.
You guys are doing good, doing us proud here at Beyond the Summit. And if you do want to support Follow Beyond the Summit, you can just click the little follow button under the stream. But this is our BTS2 channel. We don't get many people hanging around here.
So, Burning not going to be going for a Midas. He's actually just heading straight in towards an Armlet right now.
Not bad.
Mushi making reasonable progress towards his Orchid, but it's still going to take a little while. Sylar, again, no greedy build from him. Just Aquila and some phase boots so far. And 1k gold up on the Brewmaster, heading towards that Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, what else? Ice is doing okay. About to reach level 6. Doesn't really have a whole lot of farm. For himself. The Ancient Apparition is level 5, so MMI is actually doing pretty well. That Ice Blast is going to be a big deal. And Lanham continues to languish at level 1, unfortunately. But, like you said, he can still have an impact. Fissure is still Fissure.
I think you'd rather a level 5 AA, level 1 Earthshaker than having both supports level 3.
Yes, I can definitely.
Earthshaker getting an Earthshaker ultimate is actually not very useful early on in general. It's like so rarely. It's so rare that you can actually get like a good opportunity to use it compared to like an Ice Blast, which you just spam around all day long and find kills with.
Yeah, especially without a Blink Dagger, which is just not going to be coming along that quickly.
You get your Blink and that changes, but.
And once the Storm Spirit has his Orchid, I mean that's still a while away. They can afford to give the Earthshaker a lane just because the Lifestealer and the Storm are going to be off doing things, and in that way, Landom can just catch up. So it's not a huge deal that he's here right now, but it is going to end up being a pretty big deal if Vici Gaming get that mech online quickly, and they start 5-manning, because that's where every single level, every single little bit of gold does account for quite a bit. And
that's where Ice being a bit underfarmed could come back to hurt them. Like you want to get that kind of fast mech on your Bristleback, generally speaking. That's what at least the Chinese players used to go for all the time when they Bristleback. See what he goes for, like treads, mech, and go from there. But a lot of players seem to be preferring the new Tranquil Boot, so we'll see exactly what the plan is for Ice. But they've still got some breathing room. The Blink Dagger for Super still a good 1k gold off, and another smoke picked up by the Enigma. The third smoke in like as many minutes. He's just going constantly around the map with these. The first one succeeding getting the first one on the Storm, but the second one not so lucky when he went towards the top lane. So we'll see if this one pays off better. It looks like he is going to join up with Fenrir on the Shadow Demon.
I really like this style of playing Enigma. There is a time and a place for just farming, but
yeah,
I think when you have the opportunities to get easy smoke pickoffs, it's definitely worth looking for it. Maybe this time around he could have considered just waiting to finish up the mech since it's only a couple hundred gold away, but we'll see what he gets out of this. It does have Black Hole available, so could just look to pop the smoke, go and solo Black Hole somebody, and turn that into a push.
Even Sylar going to come along, so they're going to go possibly all the way bottom lane. It's definitely worth using a Black Hole to kill Mushi, like disruption into Black Hole, but they may not get a chance to if Earthshaker scouts at the smoke gank. Sylar gets revealed. He sees it, and he sees exactly where he's headed, so he knows that Sylar is on alone. Mushi needs to get out of here fast. TP or just zip yourself to safety. Gonna hang around in the trees, zip TP, yep, Mushi. He escapes, and it looks like FY not even going to scan him out here. That bit of fortune scouting out just the tail end of the Mirana smoke. If he sneaks by without getting revealed, I would say pretty certainly that gank succeeds.
Yeah, I don't.
They would have to use a Black Hole, but I think it succeeds.
I don't think he was even trying to scout. I think he was just trying to head towards the 10-minute urn. Honestly,
oh, yeah,
so a little bit of good luck coming out for the DK players there.
Dota's all about those tiny, small like detail.
Yeah, it really is.
Game of inches. Super in the mid lane. Maybe force to pop his Primal Split here. The Cold Feet going to latch. Defensive Disruption going to prevent the Cold Feet as well. And Super kept alive. Fenrir, once again, clutch disruptions coming out from the Vici support player as his team take the bottom tier 1 tower. So Vici Gaming get their second tower of the game, and that's going to accelerate Super's Blink Dagger. He's now up to 2k golden. 1 creep wave here at the mid lane. That'll be pretty much the extent, and he's got his Blink up.
Yeah, and that's going to be Blink and Mech pretty much at exactly the same time, so Vici Gaming have pretty much everything that they could want to try and force down this mid-tier 1, and DK is still not really in fighting shape. They do have that Ice Blast online now, so pushing into that is going to be a little bit more difficult, but Mushi's Orchid is still a little ways away.
They can still, like, infest gank without... I mean, they've got the armlet. Okay, I would say with armlet alone, they can definitely gank. They can't kill a Brewmaster because he can Primal Split out. I mean, I guess if you force a Primal Split, it's not a bad trade anyways, but anyone else, you're looking pretty good. It's up to Fenrir to be the hero and get these clutch defensive disruptions off continually. And he doesn't necessarily know where those ganks are coming. So for now, Ice, this big stacks that's been... this was the Earthshaker's doing. This is where he was level 1 for a long time. He was actually stacking these Ancients, and this is going to be catch up for Ice, and this is going to suddenly get him very close to a mech as Storm Spirit ganked out of the bottom lane. They gets arrowed under the tower, and it looks like a Starstorm just to punish Mushi there, getting caught up by what I imagine was a 5-second arrow. But
yeah, I did not catch that one either. I have to admit, but
Vici now smoked up, making their way towards mid lane, and we'll see what they can get from this, and they'll be too late to contest the Ancients. Not that they really know this is going on. This is their, I believe this is their 4th smoke I've seen this game, so this is definitely their last smoke for a good 5 minutes or so. Just to, even if it's just to get down some Observer Wards, not bad, and they've got a Blink Dagger up, so they're ready to try and fight. The Observer Ward giving vision into the mid lane. Burning's going to be a bit careful, although he has got the Rage. He's not the target that Vici Gaming want to go on. They'd much prefer to go on the AA or the Bristleback.
The bristle's so low, it's going to take ages for Ice to get back here. And the arrow connects onto Burning. He's going to get blown up.
Oh dear, that's bad news. Bad news, Burning, and the chase is on. They get the Cyclone and the AA. Disruption gets used as well. Black Hole going to catch out just one. That's Mushi, and that's going to be the Stormthrower down. He's done for. MMY could go down as well. This is going to be a 3-hero wipe here in the mid lane. Possibly 4 with the Earthshock get Cycloned up. If they want to commit to this one, they can. Ice taking hefty damage now. Ice on the run. 1 or 2 more right clicks, not going to be there. He shows up at the right time, doesn't go down, and also helps the Earthshaker stay alive.
It's just clinical from Vici. Really nice ganks. I mean, a couple of pickoffs here and there. Yeah, the arrows from Sylar have been fantastic, and just taking full advantage of their timing window right now. And DK just unable to put anything together to try and compete. I mean, they did manage to get Ice back on track pretty nicely with the stacks, but it's now a question of, okay, what do DK have? They've got an Oblivion staff to show for all of that work that they put into Mushi's early game. They do have the armlet up on the Lifestealer as well, but no mech completed just yet on the Bristleback. So
I think DK like, well, we've tried this farm for Orchid, it's not working. Let's try it. I think that's DK's problem. They're playing so defensive that they're just like allowing Vici Gaming to gank as they please. Like I think they're trying too much to farm these items up early on. It's not working out for them. So they change it up a bit. Mushi says, I'm going to get an infested Lifesteal and let's go for some kills of our own, especially with the Primal Split on cooldown. Fenrir's ideal first target means no disruptions for you. Ice Blast going to be thrown in as well. Mirana going to maybe walk into this one. That Sylar, he's going to be careful. One more Stormstone Remnant. That's going to be 2 kills immediately for Vici Gaming. They see the Enigma on the high ground. They're going to change target onto Super here in the mid lane. Is there detection? Ice could get a quill or 2, but not going to be able to get any more than the initial 2 kills. And Lifestealer quickly realizes he's got to defend top lane. That Nature's Prophet. Very pesky. Tower going to go down. As that's Ice's mech, so that's what DK need to do. It did help Brewmaster Ultimate was on cooldown, but even so, really nice fight for DK.
And that is the one thing for Vici Gaming, is that they've got 2 pretty long cooldown ultimates that they're working with here. So and DK are pretty much just cooldown independent, aside from relatively low cooldown Infest and the Ice Blast as well. So that's the really big thing for them, finding those gaps in between the big ultimates for Vici Gaming to get the pickoffs and equalize things a little bit.
With that though, Vici into the Roshan, and this, I just don't think DK can't do anything about it. Maybe if they just knew right away and through Ice Blast combined with like some good long range AoE, they could contest this, but this is just too fast, too easy with the Medallion. And this is just something you can't prevent. Like DK, they can look back on this and just be like, they're smoked up, and I think they realize it may be going on, but fighting into the Brewmaster Ultimate at the Roshan pit, not going to end well. They infested the Storm here. They're trying to find some pickoffs here. Ice. He goes in, he catches ROTK with the goo here. Doesn't want to fight into the Necrobox. This will burn his mana very fast. The clap there. Going to catch out Lamb. Now onto Ice. Stormstone zips his way into the middle of things here. No Black Hole for 15 seconds here. Mushi says, I'm done. I need to get into the Roshan pit. Very low on mana. And Burning now in trouble. Sprouted up. Doesn't have any way out of this one. Can TP, but there's plenty of stuff to cancel that, including a Boulder, which is going to find him now. Mushi in the pit. Where's he actually gone? He's on the high ground. He's going to get scabbed by trees. He's got no TP for a second or 2. May get chased down. He's going to TP and TP soon. Arrow. Not going to find him just yet. Can he TP? The zip TP is there. Nothing to cancel it. The blink, the clap. The Malefice shows up just in time. Down goes Mushi. Really bad fight for DK. They should have just backed off once that Aegis was taken, but they were smoked and they decided they want to try and make something happen, but that did not end well for them.
Yeah, it was disastrous. And that was with only the Brewmaster Ultimate invested, so FY still has that Black Hole available, and Vici Gaming just going to be able to take a swipe at mid lane, so...
The second pick, Bristleback, just not really doing it for me. Like I don't think Bristleback's a bad hero by any means. Like, I think he's still a viable offlaner, but you second pick the hero, you expect him to be a bit more influential in the game. And he's just manning up here in the front lines, trying to defend this. 5-hero Moonlight Shadow coming out. The Ice Blast there as well. Nice defensive disruption. Fenrir once again on point, and Ice taking heavy damage. The mech is there, but they blow up the Brewmaster. Not that he had a Primal Split anyways. DK's now chasing. Can they find anyone? They need detection in these fights. Ice catches the scent. Sniffs out Fenrir and going to chase him on down. Fenrir with no TP, no way out. Should be a pretty straightforward, easy kill for Ice. He can get this on his own.
He's got to go snap.
Ice goes around. RTK shows up to pick it up. Disruption gets used there. Fenrir will end up going down here. The chase is down for ROTK. What have you done, ROTK?
He didn't bring a TP scroll.
Oh,
It's an
no.
ROTK TP.
That
Okay, there
is
is a tier 1.
A huge ROTK. Ice just sees the ROTK and TP and wants to punish this one. Burning going to show up as well. Ice Blast. That is a small AoE Ice Blast from the close proximity. And Ice wants to keep going for this one. The Black Holes there immediately cancelled by a Fissure. ROTK still not out of dodge just yet. There's a teleport available, but ROTK mech'd up, keeps him alive, and it could be Ice in over his head. He's been Malphus up under the tier 2 tower. He goes down. ROTK says, yeah, I've learned how to TP a bit better now. I'll bait you into my tower. Yeah, baited. Exactly. That's where those bristleback items. What he says? What are they doing for you?
What items? They're not doing anything.
That mega kill, whatever it is that he got. No, godlike streak against Vici Gaming, back in 2013. 2013. He says this is a new year. They catch up the Storm Spirit as well at top lane. Everything going right for Vici Gaming. Up 11 kills to 5. Top 3 on the net worth chart as well. 5k gold lead, 5k experience lead. They've still got the Aegis on their side. On top of that.
Yeah, and this Orchid is just not yet complete for the Storm Spirit. We're 19 minutes in.
He's got 5
not
deaths.
what they were hoping for.
Any game your Storm has 5 deaths at 90 minutes is a game you're probably losing. Like, you don't pick Storm to be like if that's a center or something, you're thinking, yeah, you could still be doing fine. But a hero like Storm, you do not want that many deaths onto this stage. Even a hero like Shadowfiend, you're thinking, well, sometimes your Shadowfiend gets mass ganked, but he can catch up. Storm is not a good catch-up hero in general.
Oh, and an arrow onto Burning. This
so nice.
coordination for Vici Gaming is just perfect.
Yeah. Right over the tree line, like Burning, you don't really have time to react to that over the tree line, especially when it's 4:30 in the morning. Tower. There we go.
Middle tower has fallen.
Tower secured. Vici Gaming still have the Aegis in hand.
Do they go high ground? Burning dead, 25 seconds. You can at least chip. He's got buyback,
they could swing bot instead, but no, I think they're just going to go for the damage here.
Arrow. Oh god, that hits Ice. They're going to follow it up with a Blink Clap, and as well as a Primal Split. Lamb going to get taken out of this fight if he's not careful. There's your Cyclone on that pesky Bristleback. They sprout him up. They actually want to try and focus him down, perhaps. Ice. Purged up. He's got the mech. He needs to pop it soon. The Storm zips himself in there, but Sylar still got the Aegis, and he's the one he just tried to focus down on. Buyback from your Earthshake, and with that, Vici Gaming go full retreat, but I love the play they just did. They force out the buyback. No buyback from Lysel. He just respawned. The chase is on. There's a Sentry Ward to reveal Sylar here. The dust being deployed as well, but that's your Aegis. That's what it's there for. They can go back in shortly. Maybe they're going to BKB on the Enigma, although there is no Black Hole. Sylar's got to leap soon. We'll get out of there. Echo Slam comes out. That's on Super. He's got no Primal Split. Getting pulled back in now. Meanwhile, Burning, he gets burst down. And Super's still alive. Disruption's there. Maybe the earned damage will be enough to finish him off. He's very, very low. The heal coming out, but one more cool spray finishes him off. Now the Storm out of mana on the run here. Doesn't have the bottle regen, and FY with that BKB Malefice just going to chase him down. Midnight Pulse there as well, and he gets the kill. Meanwhile, Bristleback gets himself a double, triple kill. Ice, please. Have some mercy. Vici Gaming getting crushed by this Bristleback.
FY doesn't have a TP.
Oh god. Ultra kill. Ice. Maybe he's right. He is the Vici Gaming Slayer. Here comes the godlike streak in no time at all if he can get this kill as well.
Nah, secured by Lanham.
Please. I guess.
Needs the blink.
Yeah, I'm okay. That's fair enough. So Ice has all the farm he needs, and he'll make some space there. He's working on the BKB, but he's definitely getting allocated farm, whereas Earthshaker is just trying to scrape together from the bottom of the barrel to get whatever he can find.
That's pretty sloppy from Vici, honestly. I mean, they used the Brewmaster ult. They didn't have Black Hole, so 2 of their heroes just at half power for that fight. And yes, they had the Aegis, but I don't know. That was a lot of kills to give away to DK at this stage of the game. I feel like it was a cute play going for the tier 3, but far and away the safer play is just taking the tier 2 bottom and getting the guarantee.
The Black Hole was still in cooldown for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, focus more on your split push with the Prophet, taking out these out of tier 2s, and they can wait. Well, I guess they could have had Aegis a bit longer, but...
And also with their lineup, if they put themselves in a position where winning one fight is 2 lanes of racks, they've got the push power to follow through. So taking these tier 2s is pretty important.
It still seems like a win just because you look at the heroes they're killing. Like, they killed Lifestealer and Storm. Like, end of the day, you fed Bristleback a triple kill. He gets a BKB, no big deal. You're just going to be cycloning him in a lot of these fights. Okay, you can't cyclone in BKB, but Bristleback's damage output is, I mean, it's obviously decent. You got a triple kill there, but it's not going to be, like, end of the world.
Burning. He's being purged. Can he get out of here?
His rage is on cooldown. I'm not... Oh, get it in test off. There we go. He's still alive for now. Armlet toggling, no rage DP possible, and the Mirana finished him off. He just got. I guess he couldn't rage TP against Black Hole. Maybe FY was there, and the Black Hole threat was just meant he couldn't go for the TP out. But hey, they find him now. The T2 tower should be a freebie. No buyback available, so at least a T2 tower, possibly some even further pressure coming through. What? Ice, manning up? This is... He's got the BKB, but I don't know about this one, Ice. You do not want to be fighting this. Mushi still does not have his Orchid. Gets the tower denied, so I guess worth the fight into that one. And Ice is going to farm some yummy Eidolons.
Okay, never mind.
But that's where that last fight, like, as good as it looked for DK, they lose Storm, still no Orchid for him. They lose Lifestealer. He's actually looking pretty poor right now. It's Bristleback. This is the one of your 3 core heroes you don't want as the top of your net worth. You want Storm and Lifestealer leading the net worth on the Radiant side.
Yeah, Ice it is a pretty significant boost that he has this BKB up, but there's...
Yeah.
The thing is, the Lifestealer is just not that scary. So if need be, they can just Demonic Purge the Bristleback. They can, you know, focus
Disrupt
more
him,
of focus more of the Brewmaster's
him.
anti-carry onto him. So...
Yeah.
Not too much of a problem. They do finally have this 24-minute Orchid up.
And they'll snipe RTK. Dust him up, and not that it's needed, doesn't have a Shadow Blade, so they get the pick off there. Lamb now on the run, the Necro 3, I think this is going to be at least 1 kill, possibly even 2. The double Starstorm hits MMY, Sylar, no mana for an arrow, he's phase booting after this one with the Necrobooks there. Lamb going to go down the mech, healing him up a little bit more, the Necrobook's still chasing. No potential kill there, now a leap in from Mushi, he's got the Storm, there's no leap out. Sylar actually in trouble, he's in over his head, doesn't get out of there. He's completely overextended, and this puts Fenrir into a bad position as well. Defensive disruption is going to delay the inevitable. Fenrir is done for.
Yeah,
wow.
Mushi actually Orchided the Shadow Demon as he went on the Mirana to prevent the defensive disruption,
okay.
So very nicely played from him.
The pickoffs start coming out here, and we've seen Lamb's Earthshaker turnaround games before. Flashbacks to MLG Columbus, but as things stand, the Orchid finally online for Mushi. Like, it took him some time, but you just got to think, what can he do with it now, with where he stands at this point?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of pickoff potential here. Roshan has respawned for Vici Gaming, so they can hopefully go and clean that up and make some more swings at tier 3s and Raxes, but DK have shown that they're really adept at split pushing, really adept at making space, and silence.
All good. Super defensive disruption there. Clutch. FY wants to go in. He's got a BKB Black Hole. May he actually go on Burning? Does he? Does he? Yes, he does! He's gone in on Burning, the Solar Black Hole. Burning going to have his Rage expired once this wears off. Can they actually lock him down? The arrow going to be off the mark, but Burning's still in trouble. He's going to be the one hero dead, and no further chase coming out from the Brewmaster. Everyone's already evacuated that fight. Probably worth the Black Hole, because this secures you Roshan. DK could look to maybe try and fight it with Black Hole on cooldown, but you've still got the Primal Split, so I think this is pretty safe and secure for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, I think DK probably not going to defend it with that life. Vici Gaming, pick this one up for free, and we'll be able to make another run potentially up at the high ground. Then probably this tier 2 tower on bottom lane is a freebie at this point as well. So
yeah,
I'd be able to go and grab that. Are they close to any big items? RTK, 2.7k, Fenrir. Not expected to have too much farm.
Ags Enigma. That's where it's at. Oh man.
I wonder if he's actually gonna start building straight in towards the Ags, or if he's just hanging on.
No, he's got the Ogre Club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's straight into the Ags.
There you go.
Ags refresher it up. I mean, screw the Blink. I don't like the. I mean, I think Blink's good on Enigma, but I personally generally just skip Blink in some way in a lot of games on Enigma. But just having BKB alone, like you don't need to be hitting 5-man black holes to win team fights. Hitting like 1 or 2 core heroes alone can just, like we saw, like you kill the Lifestealer or a Storm. Like he's been solo black holing Storm, and when Storm's dead, you win the team fight.
Yeah, you do have to keep track of the Fissure on the Earthshaker, but that's about the.
Well, you've got. I mean, that's where you have like BK. I guess you BK bleed black hole. But nothing to go through that until we look at a Basher on Lifestealer, and even then, it's like, well, if he's casting black hole, and you can't really right click him unless you get the perfect angle. And then you've got to hit the RNG, so. It's going to be a tough game for DK. I feel like the Black Hole late game is going to be a really powerful tool. Mirana still hasn't committed to any items. Has the Mithril Hammer could be a BKB, could be Desolator, could be the Maelstrom. Any preferences for yourself?
I think Deso, just because they're in a position where winning 1 or 2 fights ends the game. So the extra building damage is extremely relevant. It's also a nice item to have against the Lifestealer and the Bristleback.
Yeah.
Just as far as bringing them down.
Yeah, the percent damage against... How does Midnight Pulse work with Bristleback, like, direction-wise? I feel like it doesn't have any interaction with Bristleback Midnight Pulse, or does it look at, like, where the heroes... like, which direction the Enigma is compared to the Bristleback?
I think in Dota 1, a lot of it is just programmed based on facing directions of the 2 units, but I don't know about Dota 2, so I'm not actually sure.
Okay. I mean, interesting thing, but I imagine it doesn't take into account Bristleback. Like, maybe if you have your back to the Enigma hero, but the damage isn't coming from the hero, it's coming from, like, the AoE effect. It could be a really useful
DK.
spell.
They've loaded up the Infest Bomb.
Radiant
Vici Gaming think this one's a freebie, but they're going to take a fight here.
I'd love to blow up this Enigma. Don't let him get off the BKB. He's very tanky. There's also Disrupt, and that's the main problem here. Anyone you jump on, going to get disrupted. You've got to kill someone fast. They're going to zip forward here. Storm hasn't found any target just yet. BKB popped on one here. Fenris goes self-disrupt. That'll keep him alive a little bit longer here. There's a BKB black hole, but he can't latch onto Mushi. Mushi's getting very low mana. The Moonlight Shadow's there, but Mushi's going to get blown up. Earthshaker died as well on the sides as the chase is now on. The Brewmaster Primal Split is there. He's just going to respawn as that's going to be Sylar coming back to life here. Burning put on a Sprout. Sylar's going to leap out. Black Hole catches 2! That's going to be Ice taking a fall as well as burning on the Lifestealer. 4 dead in the DK camp. Only your Ancient Apparition left standing. Convincing team fight from the Vici Gaming boys.
Cost them everything though. It did cost them Black Hole, Split, and MMY. He's going to be caught.
That's what ultis are for. Ultis are for.
There you go.
You use your ultis to get team wipes. They'll take it.
Yeah, they do have a buyback available in the Storm, but he's about to respawn. No Glyph. Bristleback down for the count. So 30 seconds on him, 20 seconds on Lifestealer, and looks like DK not going to be able to hold. Vici Gaming claim 1 lane of Rax and might even be able to swing over towards mid, grab a little bit extra damage there.
Yeah, they've got a lot of summons here, but they're going to back off for down. Maybe just send them mid to do some chip damage, but it looks like they're going full retreat, keeping their way home as Storm and Lamb will clean this one up. DK not going to tap out just yet. They have only lost 1 lane. They've got a good turtling lineup with the Earthshaker, the AI Ice Blast, but they're just under-farmed. Storm just has his Orchid, still has 1600 to go for his BKB. Your Lifestealer, just Armlet, Sanjin Yasha. So I think DK, they need to be creating space, getting kills, ganking. And that's where we're going to see Storm, Lifestealer, immediately infest in and go for some kills here. They've also got a bit of a window here. But there's still some time before Aegis respawns. It's going to be about 4 to 5 minutes by the looks of things.
Yeah. So a little bit of an opportunity for DK to maybe find some pickoffs, get some more items up, just strengthen their team fight a little bit. But Vici Gaming are getting huge. RTK can afford his Scythe.
Ag Scepter. It's on.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
This is an Ags refresher game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
He does
he
have
need more
some
mana?
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe like,
that's what I was just thinking about.
Like a Shiva's God or something.
700.
Or a Hex. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to have some mana problems. But, I don't know.
Oh, this is so nice from Vici Gaming as well. They're like, okay, look, RTK's got his Scythe. Guys, is anyone else close to anything big? Super's like, nope, I just got my BKB. I'm pretty happy. FY says, nope, I've got my Ags. I'm pretty happy. Nobody needs to go and do any farming. Mana stock completed on Sylar. Bunch of items finished at once. Let's not risk any pickoffs to the Storm Spirit and the Lifestealer. Let's just 5 man.
Yeah. I think
and we can 5 man until our ultimates are back off cooldown, if need be.
Mushi's thinking about a jump, but he's been scouted. The Observer Ward, and he realizes he's been scouted as the Wrath of Nature comes through. Arrow. Oh, that would hit MMY.
That was bold from MMY. He was like, I know exactly how long this arrow is.
He was not dodging that one if it went a little bit further.
Yeah.
Whew. So Vici Gaming still grouped 25 seconds before Black Hole, so they can start pushing if they want to. They'll have it by the time they reach the base, although Mushi may be thinking they'll jump earlier, but Vici Gaming have answers to the Orchid. They've got BKB on Brewmaster. Went that over the Aghanim Scepter first, which something that Air likes to do in DT Club when he's against like Disruptor or Orchids. And they have the Manta style on the Marana, so 2 heroes who can get out of the Orchid. Fenrir obviously very prone to getting focused down if he's out of position, but Fenrir's been just flawless with his positioning.
Yeah, and the thing is, they don't need extra claps and hazes and damage output to win the fights here. If they're Vici, if you're Vici, they just need to get the Brewmaster ultimate off to win the fight.
It's like the Cyclones and the Boulder Tosses which are most important. There's not really, like, you're not drunken hazing a Lifesteal and Rage. Like Storm, Bristleback don't really matter.
Yeah.
As far as like killing an Earthshaker or AA like on your own, maybe the clap helps a bit, but yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's still nice. It's still definitely a very good upgrade to the Brewmaster ultimate, but I think this is the right pickup here for Super. And I think Vici Gaming ultimate's back off cooldown.
Yeah.
Items complete. I guess it's maybe time to consider making a run. I mean,
Rosh up in 1
they
to
could
4
wait
minutes,
for 4 minutes and get the next Roshan.
Depending how long that's going to be.
What does that give away here? So they're getting pretty close to a BKB on the Storm Spirit, but that's not going to matter if you get Black Hold.
Nope.
Lifestealer has an S and Y, but he's just been sitting inside Mushi for the last little bit.
I think he went to the rest room as well at this point. He's like, just hold on to me, Mushi.
He's just kicking back.
Yep.
You know, no problem whatsoever.
Maybe even taking a little power nap. Says, look, guys, I'm gonna go into.
I gotta prep for tomorrow.
Prep for tomorrow / just prepare for that last team fight. Get yourself well rested, because that's what DK need a big team fight. And I don't know how they're gonna find that.
I wonder if Burning is a backseat driver when it comes to when it comes to this. He's like, no, look, Mushi, you're not farming very efficiently. I'm watching your tread swapping.
Okay.
Don't go to that camp. Go to this camp.
He's actually tread swapping, which is something Mushi is kind of infamous for never doing.
He does it more now. People used to harp on him a little bit, but he's incorporating it more into his
depends
play.
a bit on the hero. Like
yes,
some heroes he still does not do it at all on, but yeah, he's doing it on his Storm. And probably also because you got an infested lifesteal, like you got Burning infest inside, you know he's watching your every move. So you're like, I better tread swap. Burning is watching me. I don't want to disappoint the B god. But if he was on his own, maybe he wouldn't be. It's that extra pressure when you know someone's watching. It's like when you play Counter-Strike and your whole team's dead. And you're the last man, and you know they're all watching you, judging your every move. The worst is when those people are fucking backseat playing, and they're like, dude, you gotta do this one, or do such and such. I'm like, guys, like, you're dead for a reason.
Trust
Please,
in me.
let me, if I die as well, like, whatever, but you guys are dead for a reason, because you messed up. Or because I baited you, but either way. You're dead. You don't get to tell me how to play now.
Okay, so we've got the BKB up on Mushi. Vici Gaming looks like they have committed to just waiting around for the Roshan respawn. So
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Doesn't really give too much more of an advantage.
FY did go Blink Dagger in the end. Why not? I guess why not? Like it could set you up a much better black hole than otherwise.
Yeah, he can just go careening into the fight now with his Brewmaster. Oh, they managed to catch somebody top side, but no. Bit of a turnaround.
Yeah, not bad. The old perfect world lag. Sylar, is he gonna be okay? Yeah, he gets out. He gets dusted, but still gets out of there. Yeah, missed how that went down, but something went down. So I mean, any pickup at this point for DK, they'll be happy about it. Just stalls the game a little bit. Means that it's a bit harder for Vici Gaming to go for this Roshan. It looks like they want to go for it even with Prophet dead. It's something. I mean, they definitely can.
You can buy back if he has to.
Yeah. It's a lot slower, and DK not in position to contest. They see Mushi fighting off a big creep wave in this bottom lane.
Yeah, that's another Burning is all the way top side. So they're like, well, okay, everything's fine. Easy Roshan, guys. Cheese and Aegis in hand. Vici Gaming ready to head up on the high ground. Just
to the dire.
Aside from that one push up onto the high ground with the first Aegis, a very clinical performance from them. So.
Vici Gaming are, to me, they're one of the most consistent and solid teams in China. Like, they have not had, they never play like, you never really look and be like, well, I mean, sometimes with ROTK, he'll do like a kind of YOLO-ish plays, but like never in general as a team do you think, like, what are they doing today? Like, what's their draft up to? Like, they are really solid and consistent. But they sometimes lack that bit of like flair and pizzazz. They don't like just outdraft their opponents that often. Like, you look at Newbie and how they played today, that was like really impressive to see, even when they were clowning around a bit. But hey, Vici Gaming definitely a championship team. They've won championships throughout this year as well as last year. I don't know if they've won any this year.
I'm just super excited to see how neck and neck all the Chinese teams are, especially when we've got, what is it, Cloud9 and Alliance, yeah, coming in for the next big event. Should be really interesting to see how everybody sizes up as we move our way into TI.
No, that'll be. And even like you look at LGD, who's like the qualifier team, and they're up there with the they're a tier 1 team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whereas you look at some other regions and you think that, well, I mean, you look at America, NAR, I think you'd say is a tier 1 team. Mouse Sports, who's the heavy favorites to win Europe, but you'd say are a tier 1 team. I think the main team is you'd say Arrow Gaming is kind of debatable. They're kind of that borderline region. You wouldn't really put them up there with like your DKs, Navis, Alliances, etc. Whereas I think you could with LGD and even NAR. We haven't seen enough of NAR.
I wonder how big a gap you draw between Arrow and Titan is the thing. Because I think that's the relevant comparison. Oh, well, jump in. They found FY.
Well, that's a big kickoff. No disruption. Fenrir. He got silenced up. Great play from Mushi. Got the fast finger silence here. Now going to bring down the Shadow Demon next. Good fight so far. Super hasn't even gone for the Primal Split. You see he's in BKB form, as is Unitas Prophet. They're going to focus down Mushi, who's been hexed up, so he goes down in the end here. They still can just push on. Enigma doesn't have buyback, otherwise they may even try and expand this to go for this push, but Bristleback thrown up in the air. Burning. He's in rage, but he's been sprouted up. Once this rage wears off, he's in a lot of trouble. No Infest available. Fissure coming out. Earthshaker. He used the Echo Slam at some point during that fight, and now Ice, he's not done. He wants to keep on chasing. Blink, stop, Super blinked into that. Ooh, ROTK, the Sprout's there. He needs to get out of this one. He's got the TP, throws a Wrath of Nature. Ice goes down with the help of that. They're not done. Sylar, he procs the Aegis here. Super still in the front lines here. Has a Drunken Hasten as well as a Clap, but not going to get a chance to use him. Prophet now, ROTK, please. Get out. Run.
Did he come back?
What? Yeah, exactly. You were free. You were out of there. Sylar's got a leap, and I think he should be kind of jukes back through those trees, but they're not going to chase him regardless. And they throw away Aegis as well as Cheese there. They waited around forever just to get that Aegis and Cheese, and then they make nothing of it. Just because Enigma gets jumped, doesn't get the BKB off. There was no defensive disruption, and that was that.
Yeah, just a minor miscue, and there you go. So, I mean, even if the Shadow Demon had been in a better position, I think he immediately got Orchided as well, as soon as he got in range. So, again, nicely played there from Mushi, keeping an eye out. But
it was I was surprised they kind of burst down the Enigma without even having to use the Orchid on him. I mean, I guess he BKBs it off, but does give you that slight bit of damage amp should you chain stun him well enough. But yeah, just the Earthshaker plus Storm Spirit, and they burst him down.
Yeah, and now he's got a BKB up on Earthshaker. So, and Lanham is level 16. This ES is getting pretty scary. Level 1 no longer.
The second, it's like 5 in the morning, and this is the second toilet break. Please, teams, please. I just need to start like pulling out the F9 as a caster and be like, WC, sorry. No.
That doesn't fly.
I'm a bit grumpy, but it's okay.
It's fine. We've had a long day. I think we've got 2 people who are in this room in front of us just sleeping.
Oh man,
that's cruel and unusual.
That's picture worthy. I almost like get my phone out, tweet that. But no. I'll save them the I don't know if we call that embarrassment, but good old Fogged. He's had a long.
I don't know if it's embarrassing because I'm jealous. Yeah. I wish they were sitting here.
I would swap places.
No, this is a really good game as well. Vici Gaming just these.
Yeah.
Bottom lane push, fine. Mid lane push twice now. Not gone their way.
I mean, looking at the farm and top of the net worth and the gold lead they have, which is up near 15,000, the XP not really as important at this stage, but they're still well ahead as far as total item goes, and it's not just like their core heroes. You've got to support Enigma with top 3 net worth ahead of all Radiant heroes. So, and your Shadow Demon's a hero who needs no farm. I would love to see like a Blink Dagger on the Shadow Demon, but that can come later on. Maybe drop something like the Medallion or the Magic Wand, but yeah, like.
Black Hole could win the game at this point as well. Yeah. Like, you black all 3 heroes, that's it.
I think eventually Vici Gaming, it's not going to be pretty maybe, but I think eventually they'll get a fight where, hey, Enigma gets a BKB Black Hole off on even just 1 core hero, maybe 2 core heroes, and you win the game off of that. Like, he didn't even cast a Black Hole. Like, they're so far ahead, all Enigma has to do is Black Hole 1 core hero, and they're set.
Yeah, and for the most part, DK can't really be saving for buybacks either. If they get close to items, they pretty much just have to pick them up. Mushi might have a buyback just because he's probably going to be working on a Hex next, and buying an Ultimate Orb is not the most amazing prospect. So he'll probably have that, but I think everybody else on DK likely to just keep on picking up items. And yeah, Ice just grabs a Talisman of Evasion here, just trying to beef up as much as he possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the worries for DK. It's like they've got all this farm on your Bristleback who's not really the late game answer. You'd much prefer that on Burning and even the Storm Spirit to some extent. But
so I wonder what Vici Gaming do here. Surely you don't
wait next round.
Do
you don't think so? I mean, that's the safe way.
I don't think that DK necessarily make a comeback if you wait longer. Like, I don't think their hero composition necessarily gets that much better as the game drags on. But you are losing impact out of your Panda.
Vici Gaming are farming more efficient. Like, well, Panda's not farming. They've got the 3 other core heroes who actually all benefit from items at this point. Like, I think Enigma with a Hex or something. Your Mirana's actually not that farm right now. I mean, okay, yeah, you've got 18k net worth, your sec top 2, but your Mirana has basically a big item to finish and then 2 slots you can replace, Aquila and Drums. Then your Prophet, you've got an empty item slot. Like, these heroes get a lot scarier, whereas during this time, DK are kind of grouped as 5. They're not farming anywhere near as fast. I mean, I think it's going to be it's ultra safe and kind of not the most thrilling way to play this, but I think Vici Gaming can safely sit back and just farm and maintain map control if they want to. Like, Super is still going to be annoying late game with no more items. Like, he just doesn't need any farm priority. He picks up like a Vlad's here maybe, or slowly builds an Assault Cuirass.
Yeah, it looks like FY is going to be working towards that Hex, but Vici Gaming want to take at least one run at this.
Yeah.
See if they can get a Black Hole down.
They're tight, I guess. They go in. Bristleback maybe can get Cyclone Duffy to start things off. Perfect. Well, please, the Black Hole on Burning and Storm Spirit. It's a disaster! FY, the hero of this fight. They killed the Storm. Insta buyback. The Lifesteal is dead. It does have a buyback as well. RFTK pops a BKB. This could be the death. Ice. He's actually really tanky. And with the double buybacks, they're trying to retreat. Gem recovered. They go in FY here. FY's very tanky with the Aghanim Scepter. Hasn't got any more black holes. Defensive disruptions there. And this will be a setup to kill off FY. Vision comes through. RFTK in some trouble here. Blink in through with Lamb. And they're actually going to turn this one around. The buyback's doing some work for them. If Emery on the run here on the high ground, he's going to run into Burning. Unfortunately, Mirana's picked up a kill on the low ground. Hex is there. Meanwhile, in the main fight, it looks like Sylar trapped in the trees. He leaps himself out of there, tries to go for the Earthshaker, but Earthshaker blinks away. Meanwhile, Burning gets the Shadow Demon. 4 heroes dead on the Vici Gaming camp. What?
Black Hole was down. They double bop. They double bop back, and the Panda ultimate was also over. So
Enigma needs refresher, man. Like, you have refresher there, you're golden. You're good. You're ready for the buybacks. You got that second black hole. That was so clutch from FY getting that first black hole, but you can't really go retreat against a Storm Spirit's chasing potential, I guess.
In fairness, if Vici Gaming just get back up, then next time around buyback's not going to be not going to be as big a deal.
I mean, DK just have to stall until they have buybacks, and hey, they'll get some tower gold, so they get some stalling potential maybe. They'll have Echo Slam ready to stall from the high ground. They're not going to be able to force any buybacks themselves, it looks like. Everyone's going to be respawning in due time here. Mirana, no buyback available anyways. But it's still nice. It's DK staying alive. Little bit by little bit. Earthshaker now going to buy a Yule Scepter by the looks of things. Interesting item.
Illusion! Regeneration!
Out of nowhere! That was so loud! Every now and then there's some voice lines that come through as a caster and you're just like, why was that so... I was even looking at the Radiant Jungle and I'm just like, I heard the illusion, so I'm like, oh!
Illusion!
Interesting, and I go, it's regeneration! I'm Bristleback! Like, what?
Oh
dear.
That was just...
I'm so pleased.
That was ridiculous. But Bristleback making sure that we know that he's still there. He's still relevant.
You're not forgotten.
Yeah, Heaven's Halberd up for Ice, so things looking alright as far as the survivability is concerned. And Vici Gaming, what's the game plan?
It looks like a fast roast.
Surely you don't let DK get their buybacks back up and available.
Very fast. You can get Aegis and then push before buybacks are up by the looks of things. Because this is a fast roast respawn. But DK say, look, we're going to make a play. We don't care, we have no buybacks. This is go big, go home. Black Hole's still on cooldown for 5 seconds. And they run right into Super. He pops a BKB from the high ground. They think he's going Roshan. Ice pops his BKB. That's like an awkward... Yeah.
DK just are trying to find the Enigma. That's their #1 goal right now. That's what Mushi is spending all of his time doing.
Where is this Enigma hiding? He's well in the back lines here. Fenrir, the other important hero to try and catch out, and they back off. At this point, They may even have to concede Roshan, which is not something you want to be saying if you're DK, but we'll see what the plan's going to be. No buybacks available for the Radiant side, apart from the Bristleback, but you want it on the Storm. You want it on the Lifesteal. Ice Blast going to scout out this Roshan, and we'll have to see now. Stormthreat is there. He may even just go for a Roshan steal. He sees that Roshan is going on, and Vici Gaming, they're still committed to this one. They don't care they've been scattered out. Mushi considering going in.
He's positioning from FY.
He's out from the sides here. Ice just going to go man mode in the front lines. This is part of the beauty of having that Bristleback buyback, but still, you've only got one life. Gets arrowed as well as that caught by the Soul Catcher, but he's still just fine. He's going to get I spoke too soon. He's going to get hexed up, burst down, and no follow-up inside him. Mushi's still not willing to zip in. He's going to insta buyback. This is it. This is do or die here. Apparition gets thrown up in the air. He's going to be the target for the next fight. Earthshaker, BKB, there's no blink. He goes in. Echo Slam going to catch up. Just 1 or 2 here. Not the best initiation from Lamb, and they've already lost the Apparition. Lamb's BKB now 1 off. He gets thrown up in the air. He'll get dropped in just a second. Lamb gets off 1 totem before he goes down. And now Ice has shown back up to the fight here. FY ready with a black hole, and that means there's no way DK can fight this. Storm and Lifesteal just can't go in.
What a ridiculous standoff. FY just sits in the back, and because of that, the Storm Spirit and the Lifesteal just can't go in. But very nicely played by FY. By doing nothing, he won them that fight.
And then when Ice gets a little too aggressive, they just use everything to blow him up, knowing that they're not going to go in to back him up because your Enigma's... Well, everything except the Enigma. Enigma remains hidden while you Soul Catcher, Purge, Hex, everything apart from the Blink Black Hole. Like, Enigma remains hidden. Really well played by Vici Gaming.
So FY just sold his ultimate orb so that he could pick up the cheese. And now Vici
like
gonna make their
so
march down mid.
If he gets burst focused down, he normally the combo gets him down to 200-300. Maybe he survives on 200 or 300 HP, and at that point it's well, he can BKB, but he's gonna die anyways to right clicks. He won't even get the black hole off. So spam that cheese and maybe you survive.
So what items are Vici Gaming backing off for? RTK's got 5.5k, 4.2k on the Mirana.
Mjolnir, or maybe a Deso for him. He's Scotty. There was a big Scotty Prophet argument going on earlier today or something. I can't remember what.
we saw that so that was the couch stream.
Yeah.
Prophet had a Orb of Venom from earlier in the game for whatever reason, and Ben made a $1 bet with Greg about whether or not he would buy Scotty. So
was it Luo playing it? I've seen Luo go Scotty Prophet before.
I don't know if it was Luo. I think it was just a silly. It was just a silly thing. It was look, Greg said, look, I bet you $1 that he will not buy Scotty. Okay. And from that point, we were just chanting Scotty for the rest of the game.
I think it was Zhao. I think I remember that because it was Zhao, and someone was like, "I'll just message Zhao. He'll do it for you, Merlini. You're the M god. He'll do it." This just makes ROTK pretty tanky.
Yeah, he's gonna be
very
difficult.
He doesn't even. This is maybe a bit foolish, but hey, he doesn't care about buyback. He buys a full Scotty. For going buyback, I would not advise this, kids at home. Please don't try this in your games. But hey, ROTK, in ROTK fashion. Has he even got the ultimate orb?
Yeah, he's got the.
Yeah, it's on the.
He's got the ultimate orb.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the?
No, I mean the point booster.
He's
losing my words. Okay, so he's got it. Brewmaster picks up an AC. I mean, no one's got buybacks. Brewmaster spends all his money for the AC, but at the end of the day, you've got these scary items. Mirana's the one with buyback, but Mirana also has the Aegis. So push down the middle lane we go. Enigma. 4k gold. He has buyback plus boots of travel, so focus him all you want. He'll be back with a vengeance.
I feel like Salah could have just sold this drum and bought Butterfly, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
Drunken Haze is pretty annoying for Ice because he's hitting 350 damage if he gets to hit, but with that Drunken Haze, huge evasion. Primal Split can be used on the high ground here. Mushi forced back, and they focus the tower. They force out the glyph to start things off. They're just going to focus down this great discipline coming in. Blink! Echo Slam! Lamb! Not enough damage. He got the Mirana low, but it's not going to do enough here. Blink, black hole, complete whiff from FY. He cancels it after a second there. Unfortunately, a bit of lag coming out, not really seeing the full fight there. They kill off the lifesteal to start things off. Doesn't even matter the black hole's wasted. Lamb maybe going to be the next to fall. Maleficus up, but Ice, BKB in the front lines here. Going to get hexed up, and Ice, unfortunately, not the best way out for him. Burning Sport back, come back into this fight. He wants some more blood here. Super's ultimate's one off. He's got the cheese in his hand. Lamb's still sitting around looking for some more dunks, and ROTK, no buyback. He may just pay for the price of it when he's seeing his own sprite, right-clicking away with the sprout on. He does finally end up going down. Lamb gets chased down, and DK just losing too many too fast. Double buybacks from Stormthreat as well as Earthshaker. It was a dieback from Burning. He died twice in that fight, and he's got nothing as far as items go. Storm goes dipping in, but the defensive disruption is there, and that ends what looks to be the slideshow of a team fight here. Ice is going to be possibly the final casualty on the DK side, trying to just hold this a little bit longer. Sylar just willing to throw away his ages for the fight, and with that, 3 heroes down the DK side, and finally base skip. I think Vici Gaming have broken DK.
Fenrir just... The defensive disruptions are so good. He's always on point with every single one. I mean, as we saw, managed to save the Aegis on the Mirana, only got popped right at the very end, and I think congratulations to Vici, a pretty well-deserved victory. I mean, DK, the game plan was definitely there, but so much of it hinged on the Storm Spirit. Vici Gaming identified the weakest link as far as the strategy was concerned. They focused it, and things ended up working out pretty well.
Yeah, really nicely played, and I really like that Fenrir. I mean, it's only FY as far as Vici Gaming supports go, getting a lot of recognition and praise for some of his playmaking abilities, but Fenrir, so solid. He was, to me, like, at least as far as the tiebreakers go, MVP in almost both their games with some of these disruptions. Sylar ends the game 17-4 and 16, but I still was like, I never felt like he definitely had a big impact, but it was never like amazing clutch plays coming out from him as much as some of the other players. So with that, Vici Gaming secure 3rd place. They'll verse LGD in the playoffs tomorrow, and DK will be versing Newbie in a best-of-3 as our other semi-final. So that's a tough matchup for DK.
Yeah, it is. They don't have a particularly good record against Newbie either, to my knowledge.
I would be betting on Newbie. For those of you betting rares out there, if it's 50-50% odds, bet Newbie. If it gets heavily skewed towards Newbie, maybe not, but I would give Newbie like 60% favorites that match.
Okay.
I don't know. You agree?
No, I'd probably agree with that.
Okay.
You never know what DK is going to turn up.
Yeah,
But I mean, in general,
it feels like DK the DK that showed up to this tournament's a bit like, they're obviously playing to win. Like even this last tiebreaker match, which didn't matter, they were holding out for as long as possible. But Newbie are just in really good form. They want to prove something right now.
They're just not showing like 10 different strategies, all of which are winners. When they're winning, it's always like, oh hey, let's put Burning on a super hard farmer, make space for him, and then win the game that way. Yeah. So looks like maybe they're still feeling a little bit shaky on the new version, perhaps. Who knows?
And I favor Newbie and LGD tomorrow because they didn't just have to play till 4 in the morning.
Yeah, they've got that advantage going for them as well.
Are we at 5 in the morning yet? Wait, so we're starting in 7 hours is playoffs.
So it's
2 p.m.
and it's
here.
noon for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So where the game starts. So it's now like 5
a.m. It is currently 5 a.m. in China that these teams just finished. So I imagine Vici Gaming as well as DK will be a bit tired tomorrow. Could possibly
Could happen,
come and play,
yeah.
but at the same time, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much momentum you get off these games. Even Vici Gaming, who won, they were like slugfests of games, so it's tough. But guys, thanks everyone for sticking out with us. It was a lot of fun. We're now approaching like the 17-hour mark of casting. I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
no big.
casual day.
Welcome to BTS. For me, I'm about to say I'm complaining here, but this is just like every other day at BTS. But for Baseskip, it's like welcome to LA. Welcome to the BTS studio.
This is how things go down at BTS. But no, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I love Chinese Dota, so
cool.
Always fun to watch.
Well.
Some fantastic games today, and
awesome.
But that's that. I'm also glad to be done. I'm gonna go catch some Z's.
Yeah. We've got, I think, a rebroadcast of the TI4 European qualifiers going on the BTS 1 channel. We've got more European qualifiers tomorrow starting at 3 a.m. Pacific time. As said, MarsTV playoffs in 7 hours time. We won't be casting the first game because that's too soon. I think we have Mort as well as Fog casting that. Let me get my little cheat sheet out. Fog's resting now, so he'll be up and ready to go. Yeah, Mort as well as Fog will be casting the first BO3, whichever one that may be, and then you're casting the second, and I'll be casting the final. So, guys, see you guys tomorrow. We need to go get some Z's as well as possibly some food in our bellies. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Gods. He's Baseskip. If you want to follow us, support us, you can tweet at me at BTSGods, at Baseskip. And, yeah, see you guys later.